Hey everyone, so I recently got some Ikea Kallax units. I got two 16 cubes and an 8 cube. So I got some inserts that I wanted to put together with you guys. I know you can go off instructions, but if you're visual like me, I like to see videos like this, and I haven't found any that go through all of these different inserts. So here I'm showing you need a hammer, a Phillips, and a flathead. And okay, so I'm kind of doing this out of order. This is the part that inserts into the cube. But we're going to move on to that step, and I'll show you the insert part after this. So I'm just kind of doing it backwards because I work, so I had to film these separately. So you're just going to see what I'm doing here. You're going to have two holes there. So you're going to take those two screws and put them in the back. Just make sure that you have that slot like facing you. All right, then we're going to take these boards. You can kind of see what I'm doing. I'm not always best at explaining. You're going to put those wooden pegs in there, and there's a third hole that, you don't even use, so you just have to use those last two. And insert the other side. You want to make sure that the slotted edge is on the inside. This is the time you're going to need the flathead. So I have this handy tool of my husband's, and I just flip it, and I have a flathead. And then what I found worked for this was if you put this part that's facing like open, you want it down. So you want this part to be in vertical position, so up and down. And you're just going to, see, we need to cover that screw there. So we're just going to put it in a vertical position up and down with the open part at the bottom because we want that open part to go over the screw, right? So let's just push that in like that. And then you're just going to take your flathead and turn it clockwise all the way around until you're back in a vertical position again. Okay, and do the same thing for the other side. For this part, this is the bottom of the drawer, right? What you're going to see inside the drawer. So make sure that the brown part is facing you. That it's lining evenly and not, you don't want it like this. Like, no, you want it to be even. So flip it that way. Board with the slot, the smaller one with the slot. And we're going to line it up on the back here. This is going to slide into here. And then this will slide into there. Okay, like that. And then same thing, it's going to slide on the back. And then just sit in there like this. This is where you're going to need the hammer. So we're going to grab these clear things. We're going to put them in. So this part and hammer it in. I found it best if I didn't have it, or make sure this part's in all the way too, because it likes to slide out. So you want to make sure it's in all the way before you do this part. So I've noticed like up front here, it likes to go under, so you just kind of lift it and then snap it in place. It'll be fine. Just make sure it's all in there though before you go hammering this in. Now it's still going to move a little bit, but once we finish adding the drawers, it'll stop moving. This part's really important. So you're going to flip the drawer and you're going to have the drawer part facing you. Okay. And we're going to put the tracks on, and this is an important step. Two sets because you have two drawers. It can only fit one or the other. So if it doesn't fit one way, this other side is what I mean. So how we're going to do this, this wheel has to go to the back and not toward the front, okay? And this part here is going to like rest up against the bottom, okay? So we're going to slide it on like this. And what I noticed is, it's right when it's flush on here, and this wheel is going to line up with that clear screw. As you see, it doesn't fit this way, right? There's no way for it to fit. So that's how you'll know you have the wrong one. Okay, so this fits here, and this is going to help hold the bottom of the drawer in. Screws like this. Okay, little bitty ones. And those, you're going to use two and screw in on the side only. You're not going to do the bottom, just the side. That's why I don't understand, like, why do they put extra holes in it? To try to confuse us? I guess so. Like, we just need the two here. One here, and then the one at the end. And we're going to put this one in here. we are going to put the bumpers on, and that's just going to protect our furniture. Little clear, little, I don't know, stopper things in here somewhere, like this. And we're just going to put those in the upper corner. Doesn't have to be perfect. Don't stress over it. You're just going to come up over in the corner here and add one here and one on this side. And they're sticky, so you know they'll just stick there like that. To add your knob, and it comes with this one. I'll show you how to do it. Super quick and easy, but honestly, I bought different drawer knobs. If you can see in the back, I think they look a lot cuter than these, but another option I thought about doing is painting these. You can paint them gold or whatever color your room is, and you just put the screw in from the inside of the drawer here. And you don't even have to use a screwdriver if you don't want. You can just like hold the screw in place and then twist here and it'll, you know. But I bought these cute drawer pulls on Amazon. Look how cute. And they have different colors. I'll link them for you, of course. Now, I did use the screws that came with the Ikea. Now, the screws that came with this, they came with like 3 different sizes. And you could have used it, but it's a, you could have used that also. The smallest one would have fit, but I just use these because they fit. So you can start by just holding the screw on the inside here and then turning this on here. But then once it starts getting tight, you want to kind of hold it. And we're just going to tighten it, because if not, your heart will be crooked. So you don't want to keep twisting it. The Ikea knob, it doesn't matter. So then we're just going to tighten it from the inside here. Oh, it's so cute. I really don't think this kind of stuff should excite me this much, but it genuinely does. And I love anything pink and shiny and glittery and all those things. Love it all. So now I'm just speeding this part up, doing the other drawer, because each insert comes with 2 drawers, and I got 4 of these, so I have 8 drawers total. And yeah, I put the bottom of the drawer in upside down, and I didn't even notice, because I was just so into recording. I didn't even notice I did it, you guys, until I started trying to organize in that drawer. And I did try to take it apart again, and with those clear screws, you guys, I couldn't get it. It's not a big deal. I just used it as a drawer that I put a bunch of styrofoam in, so you can't see it anyhow. So now I'm going to show you doing the inserts. So you have to take this little black thing and mark it so that it lines up good, because it doesn't sit flush with the edge. So I'm showing you here. You have to go in just a little. Okay, and then you take this insert, make sure the wheels are down, fold those flaps back, and then, yep, just hold them in like that, and then insert it, and I'll show you here up close. It needs to be right at that line. Now we're going to take these pointy screws, and those are going to screw into the insert into the unit. Yes, you have to screw into the unit, which I don't love, because what if I want to change this out later, because I love to move things around, but it is what it is. So you have to make sure that you're holding this tight up against there, or you're going to have a gap. If you do get a gap, just reverse it out using my drill helped, and then redo it. Just make sure you're holding it really tight when you screw those in. And then I'm adding the drawers, and I absolutely love this, and I hope you guys like it too. All right, now we're gonna do the pegboard insert. So I got multiple different inserts. So this one, I have the door going opposite. So on the other side, it tells you here, the one going that way is the first page. And then if you wanna do the opposite and have the door going out the other way, you're going to turn to, I think it was page 11. So now you're going to take this little black thing to mark your cube, and the A will come on the outside. You'll see on that tab, it's on the outside. You guys, this out of everything was so irritating. So it should be the most simple thing, and it was the most irritating to me. And it's because one of them came like warped, so it did not want to fit into the little slots in the back. It was so irritating. So I had to like literally peel some of it. Anywho, so you're just going to slide those in, make sure it's flush, and then you slide it into the unit. It took me more than one try, but I didn't have you guys seeing that. I just spared you. So now you're going to need a mini screwdriver, and we're going to install this hardware, and you're going to see it comes with the screw in the middle, and you don't do that part yet. You're just going to do the top and bottom screw.
And when you're screwing these in, you'll see that it can move up or down a little. I would move it up as much as possible because at the end, so yeah, see here, don't do that middle screw yet. But in the end, I wound up having, or the door, it was kind of, it like hit the, like the cube, sorry. So I had to play around with it and like lift up on it. So yeah, I recommend if you can just push that part up as much as possible. And you'll see what I mean in a moment. All right, now we're going to add in this part, which is the hinge. And it snaps in from the back. And then you're going to take that black plastic piece and snap that on top on the opposite side, which is now the front. Flip it over and the screws go in the back part where the hinge would go in, okay? And then we're going to put the white caps on so it looks pretty on the outside. Flip the hinges back and we're going to take first we're going to, screw in the knob, because if you don't and you put it on like I did, you're gonna have to find something to open it back up with. All right, so flip the hinges back now, and it kind of just slides onto those middle screws that I was telling you about. It just slides onto there, and then you just screw it in. So I did have to redo this part once because it seemed like see what I mean here? Like it's kind of hitting the cube. So I had to keep lifting up on that door, and eventually it didn't rub up against it as much. But yeah, it did take me a few to get this because it was like really crooked. So you'll see here that I had to just keep doing that. So here I am showing you, just kind of lift up on that and you'll be able to get that door to sit a little bit better.
I think they look nice. And I mean, you can have them going the same way, but I decided not to because I have these drawers here, and it just, then I would have had to worry about opening it this way and getting in it that way. So I thought it'd be easier if I can just get in like this. So I may change out those knobs. I may not worry about it. Now this is my favorite part. This is not an Ikea insert. This is just a shelf from Ikea. It's called Mosslanda. It's a 47-inch one. I think it's the biggest one they have. They do have a smaller one if you'd like as well. And I went ahead and decided I am going to drill this into the unit. Now I know this is brand new furniture, but you guys, I really wanted my glitter behind me when I'm live and crafting because I use my glitter all the time. It's like my favorite. So you're gonna line up, it has 3 holes already into this little shelf, and you're gonna just hold it up there and line it up with the middle of that cube. And what you're going to do is drill into the 8 cube, not into the 16 cube. I mean, depends on your setup, of course. So if you need to measure, make sure it's even. And I just drilled pilot holes and made sure that the pilot hole was smaller than the screw, of course. And then I used long wood screws that I got from Home Depot and just screwed it in. And you guys, it's on there good. And it holds my Glitz and Glue glitter, which I absolutely love. And these glitters are 4.5 ounces. So I went ahead, and you can fit 2 side by side, and I'll tell you how many it can hold in a moment. And I went ahead and added this divided shelf insert from Ikea as well. And as you see, this bin there is not going to work. I wind up switching this out completely because it just did not work out like that. And the way I wound up doing it, you'll see in a few, and it works perfectly. I think it just depends on what you're adding because, of course, this blocks the shelf some, so I just made it work, and I absolutely love it. Look how it came out. And like I said, I'll put the amount of glitter bottles it can hold, but I absolutely love it. It fits them like perfect, like it was made for it. I love it. All right, and sorry about the shadows here, but I'm just going to give you an overview of the progress of the room. Those bins at the top, I got a lot of questions about. They're from Ikea as well, the white mesh ones. People kept thinking they were clear, but they're just white mesh inserts. And I'll put the name of those on here as well. So I want to put in my paints here. And I have these 2 bins from Dollar Tree, and I have a pink bin from Ross in the middle. Now it works putting my paints here because I can easily reach in and grab them out, but I don't think this would work for everything. So if you decide to do something like this, I would be mindful of what you're putting behind the glitter or whatever you're putting there. That cube on the left there, I'm probably not keeping it that way. I just have stuff there for now. That's my riser of paints. I love that. I'll probably keep that there. Still need to fill up a lot of the top cubes. This is my other stash of glitter, like Hobby Lobby and Michael's glitter. And then going down, I have my paint markers, which I know that collection will grow this year, so that will eventually change as well.
my Walmart glitters, and then more acrylic paint in the back. I do not like that spinning thing from Michael's at all. So I don't know if I'm going to keep that or not, but for now, it's just holding all the paint, so I just have it there. So in the bottom here of this drawer, I have all of my glue guns. The top, I just have some, a couple more markers in that other bag, and then some glue sticks, the colored ones. These are all my crushed rock on the pegboard. I really like this. I'm not sure if it'll stay this way. I like to move stuff around. And these containers, they're nice, but I don't like them for the door pegboards. So I bought a tabletop pegboard, so I may switch it out. I don't know. These are all my rhinestones and jewels. So I don't really have a ton of rhinestones. I got this from Catherine down a Flagstone Path. You guys, I love this thing. So I'll have to open it one day and show it to you guys. It's really cool. It kind of holds all your, you can use it for like diamond dots too. It's really cool. So anywho, I don't have that many rhinestones. I plan to build the collection eventually, but yeah, so those will get moved around. These are my glitter makes it glitter on some of the pegs from Ikea as well. And those shelves, you have to buy them individually. So each one I've bought separately. And these are just more like paints, like gesso and stuff like that. And then behind there, behind my cute Gingy and Bunny, I have a spinny thing. Love spinny things. I don't like to call them lazy Susans. We call them spinny things around here. And I just have all of my sealers. All right, and then coming down, I have all of my soft pastels. And they're not going to stay there. These cute little containers that stack are from Ikea. They're a lot smaller than I thought they would be, but they have a great closing lid. So I will find something to use them for. I am almost out of all my styrofoam balls and cones and stuff, so I have to replenish those. And little Gingy fell. Oh no. This is my shelf sitter Gingy. I absolutely love it. He's like a marshmallow Gingy. I love her. And there's my soda can I made. And these are from Michael's, and I was like obsessed, couldn't wait to get them, but they're so big. Like, you have to have a good stash of beads, or if you maybe have like the bubblegum beads. So I don't know what I'm going to put in the other one yet, because I really don't have that many like bigger beads. So I don't know yet. We'll see. But I started mixing them because you have to put a lot in them. So I don't know. We'll see. And then this one is like, I don't know, bears and random styrofoam pieces, and then this is cones. But you have to remember, I use styrofoam like all the time, so it makes sense for me to have it right next to me. And these are just some glass items. And as far as the next one over too, it's glass items, just smaller ones, so I still have space in there as well. And I do have some fabric bins coming in the mail, so I may put those in there, or they may go in my other 16 cube. I'm not sure yet. Okay, this one I had skipped over it, kind of. I didn't mean to. These are all of my pom-poms and my foam balls, like the little foam balls, like from Dollar Tree, and like those ones. So I have these little candy dishes, 2 small ones and 1 big one, and they fit in there perfect, but I don't like these lids. They just come off so easily. So maybe I can try to fix that. I don't know yet. But I'm going to take a pan around the room and show you what it's looking like right now. And I have a long ways to go, but I hope you'll follow along in this journey. Make sure you hit that follow button, and I'm going to share as much as I can. I'm not sure if I'll show me organizing, but I will definitely show it when it's done. We'll see. Because I like to take breaks, so I'd have to keep stopping, and you have to give yourself breaks. It's not going to happen right away, especially if you're really busy like I am. I have a Cricut group, I teach clay, I still work a part-time job, and this is my Cricut area, which I know I'm going to have way more inventory coming in soon. So yeah, I got a long ways to go in this area. I have no inserts for this side yet, for this 25 cube. I'm sorry, this 16 cube over here. I don't know why I said that. This 16 cube over here, I don't have any of the inserts. So I still have to get those. We still have to put my new desk together. So I'll be sharing that. I was hoping my ribbon rack would fit on this wall, and it doesn't. And I think it's because my new desk over there, my Cricut desk that I got last summer, has storage on the side. So I can't, push it over all the way. I have to be able to get into that storage. So anyways, here's my other desk, but I'll have a new one coming soon. So follow along, and I can't wait to share this journey with you guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.